Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a question in from Jason Lawrence. First of all, I'd like to thank you for your time. I really appreciate the knowledge you give on your YouTube channel. My question is with no bias as to which cameras I have in mind. On a budget of $10,000, would you buy one or two cameras for mostly video purposes? Feel free to include some of your top choices as well as lenses in your answer back. I'm picking up an old hobby in hopes of learning enough to take it to the next level. Interesting question, Jason, because a lot of people are probably looking at either YouTube or photography is a resurging hobby. I think the prevalence of cell phones has brought people into realizing they start taking pictures, they like it, and all of a sudden they realize they want a better camera. You're saying for mostly video purposes, so my top choices there would be is if you want a camera that can follow you, so follow focus. I would look at the Canon series because that's the best ones that do that, the dual pixel AF. I've got the 70D, the 80D is a successor, and the new 5D Mark IV. Those are the three you want to look at there, and really it just depends on what your budget is and whether you need full frame there. As far as really good cameras for video that do 4K, my preference, if you don't need the dual pixel AF, the ability to follow focus like that, is I will go with the Panasonics. The G7's great. You could get a great deal on a GH4 right now. You could wait for the GH5. You may like the GX8. That's what I'm shooting this with right now. Those are all great 4K cameras. And as far as lenses, you got a decent budget. Whether you want one or two cameras, I think you're saying there, if you were to buy two, I would probably go with two. I always like to have two as a backup, especially if you think you want to do this, more business professional wise. I would look at just the top end type zooms. So, if you're buying on the Panasonics, the 12 to 35 f2.8 is a great lens. If you're not needing a zoom, with the Panasonic, with the Micro Four Thirds, I would go with the 42.5 f1.7 and the 25mm f1.7 and start with those two. Those are two very, very good primes, very fast, very good price. With the Canons, you may not need the f2.8 zooms. You can look. I really like the Sigma 17 to 50 f2.8 OS. You can look at my previous videos of lenses I've just bought, but basically, I've got the 10 to 18 Canon. I've got the Canon 18 to 135, not the USM. I've got the STM, and I've got the 50mm f1.8 STM. All great kit to get going. You could step up higher if you want into the f2.8s, but that's a good starter kit. So that's my suggestions. What do you guys think? Do you agree with what I'm saying there? My recommendations? Do you have other recommendations you think you should look at? Do you think you should look at the Sonys? Personally, I'd stay away from those for lack of lenses and battery issues, but I know people really like them too. Those are my recommendations. Let me know what you guys think. Let's help Jason out. Let's help him flesh out this question. What camera should he look at with a budget of $10,000? And hopefully we can give him some thoughts to think about and help him make his decision. Thanks for your question, Jason. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.